Okay, let's be real for a second. You probably scrolled past 200 posts today. You liked 50, shared 3, and maybe dropped a hot take in the comments of a video you didn't even finish. But here's the terrifying question. Do you actually own those thoughts, or are you just renting a script written by an algorithm? We form definitive opinions on global conflicts, economic collapses, and complex social issues in the 3 seconds it takes to swipe. It's like we're all running on pre-installed NPC scripts. Have you ever caught yourself typing a comment and realized you're just repeating a line you heard in a 10-second clip? That's the glitch. That's the moment you realize the you in your head might just be a human interface for a piece of code that decided what you believed 3 weeks ago. Plato had a word for this 2,500 years ago. Doxa. Back in the Athenian agora, doxa was what appears to me. It wasn't about objective truth, it was about your public reputation. Fast forward to 2026, and we've traded the stone agora for the algorithmic agora. Our doxa is now mirrored back to us by AI, tricking us into believing our tiny local perspective is the global truth.
Herbert Marcuse, a total legend of social critique, once said people find their soul in their cars and gadgets. Today, we find our soul in our opinions. Our takes are just accessories we buy to fit into our digital tribe, like choosing between Apple or Android. Does this resonate with you, or do you think I'm totally overthinking the way we use our phones?
Because honestly, when I realized my original thoughts were just algorithmically vetted accessories, I had to put my phone down and just stare at a wall for an hour. But here is the part that completely blew my mind. Thinking isn't a public broadcast. It's a private civil war. Hannah Arendt called this the two-in-one. She argued that true thinking is a constant internal dialogue between me and myself. If you aren't arguing with yourself, you aren't thinking, you're just broadcasting. This is what she called the banality of evil, or what I like to call the banality of thoughtlessness. Most of the damage in the world isn't done by movie villains. It's done by people who just follow the script because the labor of having an internal argument is too exhausting. We've turned thinking, a slow, energy-heavy process, into a luxury we can't afford in an 8-second attention span. The more certain you are about your beliefs, the less you are actually thinking. Certainty is the exact moment thinking stops. It's the System 1 brain being lazy because System 2 is too tired to wake up. So, how do we stop being a human interface for an algorithm? It's time for some brain debugging. First, the Steelman protocol. Once a day, try to explain the strongest possible version of an argument you absolutely hate. If you can't make your enemy's side sound reasonable, you haven't thought about it yet. Second, the 10-minute sanity gap. Set a timer before you post anything emotional. Force your slow-thinking brain to wake up and ask, is this me, or is this the script? And finally, the analog audit. Grab a physical notebook. Write down one thing you believe and 3 reasons why you might be 100% wrong. The algorithm can't reach you in a paper notebook. Most people will click away right now because this requires actual effort. Are you most people, or are you ready to reclaim the labor of your own mind? Look, opinions are easy. They're pre-recorded tapes we play to feel safe in our tribes. Thinking is hard. It's lonely, it's messy, and it's often really uncomfortable. But it's the only thing that actually makes us human. My challenge for you today is simple. Delete the script. Find one reason to be wrong. When was the last time you had an original thought that made you feel truly uneasy? I'm genuinely curious. What's one belief you've held for years that you're starting to question now? Tell me about that internal argument in the comments. Let's start a dialogue that isn't just a remix of trending keywords. Stop broadcasting, start thinking. I'll see you in the quiet space between the posts.